was reading this article the other day about a junior developer who was fired only after 7 days. And okay, I know there can be justifications for that, but in his case, the reasons why he was fired just didn't make any sense to me. And that's why in today's video, I'd like to reach out to all the mentors and people who hire junior developers to discuss what are the skills and character traits we should expect from a junior developer. What's up people, and welcome to Developer Habits, a YouTube channel for software engineers interested in growth mindset, developer lifestyle, and technical tutorials. If these are topics that you are interested in, then please hit the subscribe button below. Before I answer what makes a good junior developer, I'd like to discuss what we shouldn't expect from a junior developer. The author of the article that I mentioned before did have, at least he seemed to have, really good soft skills and he was humble and so on, but he was fired because he didn't have in-depth knowledge about React.js, architectural patterns, HTML and CSS. And these are all technical reasons that, to me, to fire a junior developer just doesn't make sense. So, what are the things we should not expect from a junior developer? We should not expect junior developers to have in-depth technical knowledge, because maybe they have worked with personal projects, tried out different frameworks and so on, but usually when we hire junior developers, it's their first professional job, and in most cases one can only learn in-depth knowledge when they have access to bigger projects that have bigger and greater requirements. And that's why I believe we shouldn't expect junior developers to have in-depth technical knowledge. The second thing I believe we shouldn't expect junior developers to know are different architectural patterns and the pros and cons of them and how to make use of them. Because again, it's usually their first professional job, and especially regarding architectural decisions, one can only learn them by reading and applying them. And it's really hard to do that if you only work on your own projects. You need to have large-scale applications to understand and see different pros and cons. The third point is that we shouldn't expect junior developers to quickly grasp all the business goals and domain knowledge and so on. Because if we hire junior developers, we must give them time to get accustomed to the company, to the technical stack and so on. So please do not expect them to kind of know everything in the beginning. And the last point, I believe junior developers are not expected to solve all their tasks or assignments on their own, because they are just getting to know the company, the tech stack, they are learning. So it's completely okay for them to come, ask questions, and kind of have this strong mentorship next to them to guide them on their journey. These are the points I believe we as mentors and companies hiring junior developers should keep in mind when we take on new aspiring developers. And now I'm going to share my thoughts on what makes a good junior developer. The first and most important point is that the person you are hiring should have a really good fit with the team and also value those same core values that your company does. Because in the end, it just comes down to if you are willing to spend 8 hours a day or even more with the person you are mentoring and working with. The second thing I believe we should value about junior developers is their curiosity and amount of questions they ask. Because in the end, the more questions they ask, the more they will learn and the faster they will be able to be productive and bring value to the company. I know from my own experience, and I've also seen other people who sometimes get irritated when junior developers just ask loads of questions, but in the end, it's because they want to learn, they want to become better. And I've seen it with my own eyes, how people who ask tons of questions in the beginning later were able to explain those same topics to other people. The third and super important point about junior developers is how open they are to constructive criticisms and feedback. For example, if you are going to review a junior developer's pull request and you see they've made some mistakes or they can improve their code and you tell them so, then you can expect them that next time they make a pull request, they have fixed those mistakes. And this is what shows again that they are open to feedback and they want to learn more. But also remember that it is a red flag when you've said something to a developer and they don't appreciate your feedback, they don't raise discussions around the topic, and so on. This is when you should think about, are they actually open to feedback and criticism? Another thing I really value about junior developers is when they want to take initiatives out of their comfort zone, meaning they want to learn more things and they want to get their hands dirty with things they know nothing about. It's been a real pleasure to see some junior developers I've mentored to take initiative, lead projects, and do things that eventually produce great results. And the last point that actually connects all the previous points is that we have to value and notice how much a junior developer wants to educate oneself. This can be done in various ways. For example, asking the mentor for book recommendations, courses, trying out different technologies, and so on. But in the end, they must be willing to always move forward to become a better developer. I just saw the things that make a good junior developer is not their technical knowledge, but the soft side, the soft skills, their curiosity and willingness to learn, to ask, to constantly improve themselves. And I've seen it with my own eyes how people who join as interns become junior developers, advancing in their career, leading projects, taking on the unknown projects, and so on. It's been a real pleasure to do that, and I've done it myself. So I want to encourage you as a mentor to give people a chance to be there for them and teach them. And if you are a junior developer, then remember, be curious, ask questions, and remember that you are there to learn. Eventually, you will be more productive and you will bring better results. With that said, I hope you liked this video. If you are interested in the topics that I talk about, then please do hit the subscribe button below, and maybe it's worth sharing this video with your friends. I thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!